The tramway is currently taking a sabbatical, but it's business as usual as we continue our look at the small world of Diecast Land Rovers. In support of the videos, we also have a website which is packed with useful information, and also why not join our brand new Facebook group where we discuss all things to do with the small world of Diecast Land Rovers.
Welcome to episode 3, and those who've seen the previous episodes will see we've got a new backdrop, and these arrived in the post. They're reproduction signs, but I think they're more in keeping than Beware of the Trains that we had in the previous videos. So, what we've got today for you. As I mentioned in the previous videos, that I was thinning down my collection, and as I'm going through boxes, a lot of previous models that I'd forgotten I had are turning up. This is an unusual one. It's made by Corgi, and it depicts the Cadbury's Whole Nut short wheelbase Land Rover. It's I bought this because we'd been on a visit round Cadbury's factory at Bourneville there, and I'm sure I saw there was a Land Rover on display packed out the back, but I might be kidding myself on that, but it sticks in my mind that there was one. And I saw this at in a second-hand shop sometime, well, about 2 years later, so I just thought I had to have it. It goes with a set. There's various other vehicles. I think there's a Ford Escort and a couple of other road-going vehicles that obviously the manufacturer used, but it was the Land Rover that caught my eye. I think this one was released, the date on the box there says 1998, Corgi Classics Limited, so I'm presuming that was the release date, but just a nice Series 1, unusual vehicle this. I don't think it's ever been out the packaging, to be honest. The box has done its job. It's a bit battered, but it's protected, the main thing inside. No spare wheel to be seen on this one. Cadbury's Whole Nut made out on the bonnet, so it's all in gold, and it stands out quite well with the deep red livery and the black wheels. You see these crop up from time to time on the auction sites. I don't think they're worth a great deal. I've mentioned in the past that if you're collecting diecast, you're not going to get rich. Not many models actually go up in value, not in any substantial way. So it's just pleasure of the hobby, and if you're lucky, you get what you paid for, or perhaps just not a pound or two more when you come to sell them after you've had the pleasure of them for a few years. But that's one that is going up on eBay, and just thin out so we can concentrate on some other models that we'd like to add to the collection. Another one that's come to light is this AA Dinky, another soft top short wheelbase in the ever popular AA livery. It's surprising if you look through all the manufacturers just how many AA models have been produced, so you can see why people just decide only to collect this livery, and you can quickly fill a cabinet up. One of the others, not necessarily Land Rovers, but Eddie Stobart wagons. People will pay really high premiums for some of those models, and the manufacturers are in under no illusion that they're going to milk them for all they can get. So most people have had a go. As long as they can get a licence to produce the model, away they go. But this is a nice short wheelbase canvas model, canvas back Series 1 with the headlights in the grille. And can we see a date for manufacture? No, I don't think we can on this one. It goes under the catalogue number is DY9-B 1949 Land Rover, the Dinky collection, and it's got Matchbox branding as well. But yes, nice little model. See these quite often occurring on eBay and the likes, so it shouldn't be too hard to get one if this is the subject that you like to collect. As I say, not limited to Land Rovers. Get quite a few Ford Transits and other vehicles that the Automobile Association used to run. So nice varied collection you can be had. But this is the Dinky Matchbox one, and I wish I could see the date, but I can't. So a bit of research and that'll tell you when this model was released. But yep, that one's going up for sale. It's surprising how many AA ones I've got, to be honest. I would say there's more of these than the RAC version, but we'll have to dig them all out and line them up one day. But oh yeah, let's see what else we've got for you today. Back in the 1970s, and living in North Yorkshire, we were in easy reach of the Forestry Commission lands just to the north of York, and famous forests like Cropton, Dolby, etc. meant that we were in the time when rallying was at its height. The likes of Hannu Mikkola and Ari Vatanen, the world stars, used to come to these forests to thrash the rally cars around, and some epic battles were done through those forests. So I started collecting die-cast rally cars in 1/24th, and unfortunately a lot of the cars I wanted were only available as a model in road going form. So I used to set to and build roll cages, convert them and make them into rally cars. And around that time Barago brought out a 1/24th scale Land Rover, and so I set to and made it into a rally support vehicle, because we used to see these following the rally cars around, and you could actually go into the service areas and watch them working on the cars. And so I decided I wanted one of my own. So this is it. These models were found in a cardboard box that had been in storage for about 25-30 years and got badly crushed. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of damage. When I built this, we were using this newfangled super glue, and it was fine, but as the years have gone on, it's sort of not been quite as robust. But we're looking at 45 years ago, so I suppose they've stood the test of time. This was just a road going Land Rover, and I set to, repainted it of course, and we set to convert all the insides. So we'll just get you some light on the subject, and let's see if we can wind in a bit. There we are. Hopefully you can see what's in there. it's all racked out is the vehicle with everything you need to service your rally car. At the time, all we could do, sorry, let's bring that back out, all we could use for the decals was sellotape and rub down letraset. So you put your sellotape down on a shiny surface and then painstakingly rub every single letter down and then applied it to the vehicle. So to say they've been on there 45 years, I don't think they've done too bad. Water slide transfers for the other ones. Roof rack was all scratch built, but that's taken most of the strain of the box collapsing. So we've got a bit of retro work to do on it, but considering it was brush painted, I don't think it's too bad for the time. Airbrushes were only just starting to come out, but they were quite expensive and not something you wanted to be using when you were working in your bedroom late at night trying to produce your little work of art. But that was the first one. Then, if you bear with me, we built a second one. They're a wee bit dusty because they're that delicate. I'm leaving them well alone until I decide to do some restoration work on them. If you know your Brago models, this came out as a white pickup with green decals, and it had Frog Patrol, something like that written on it, and it was all stripped back and scratch built a body for the top, and again we're all racked out inside. Just there we are. It's all racked out with all the equipment required. And as I say, I don't think 45 years old, they're not too bad. But looks like I've got myself a little restoration project on my hands. Can't afford a real full size one, so we'll have to make do with these. There are two more to go at, which we'll dig out and probably show you another day. There's another one similar to this, but it's in the original green, but it's got the orange windows and all the decals on. And there's also a Range Rover chase car, which that's been made into a service vehicle as well. The idea being the Range Rover was much more agile and could go chasing after them. We'll just try and get it out for you. There we are. Oops. That's the Range Rover chase thing. The back window's pretty damaged, and it seems to have lost its number plate, its bumper, but there we are. The roof rack on this one's fared a wee bit better with your beacon that you could put up to it, so when the rally team came into the service park they could look for the green beacon, which had given some indication where their chaps were if they were struggling to find them. Let's see if we'll open. Oh yes, there we are, and get some light in there. Oops, too many hands, or not enough hands should I say, too many jobs. Right, there we are. So we're all racked out with the equipment, spanners and everything. So nearly everything had to be scratch built. Certain things you could get off the shelf. One of the big godsends was one of the manufacturers brought out a 1/24 set of garage tools. It could have been Fuji or somebody like that, so you could get your trolley jacks and all your equipment. So a lot of people bought them for dioramas, etc. But I put them to use in these. I don't know what happened to the relic cars. I really don't. They might turn up. I think a lot of them were plastic kits, and they haven't survived, unfortunately. But as with most rally cars, they didn't have a very long life. They tended to be wrapped around a tree or some similar fate. But there we are, just something a bit different for you in this episode. So if you're into scratch building, don't be afraid to have a go. Brush painted, so not a bad finish, I don't think. Acceptable for the time, 45 years ago, as I say. So that's it. In the next episode, I haven't got a clue. We'll dig something else out interesting for you, and if you're collecting, stay safe. And now you can probably go out and get out to the car boots and things. It's surprising what models turn up. So as I say, stay safe, and until the next one, happy collecting.